So I'm back with the best tactics on FM24, and the leaderboard for updated leagues is starting to take shape. I tested tactic with Man City, Brighton and Southampton. Season preview finished 1st, 10th and 20th. And the tactic I'm testing today is 4-3-3 Lost Romance. If you want to download it, the link for this tactic will be in the description below. But if you can't download it for any reason, I will run over the tactic near the end of the video. Before we go any further though, please leave a like and subscribe to this video. Thank you, and let's get on with it. Let's check out the results. Starting with Southampton and their Carabao Cup journey, we lost here against Brighton, the other team, on penalties in the quarter-final. And in the FA Cup, after a big win in the third round against Harrogate 9-2, we lost against Brentford 2-1. Now on to Brighton, and in the Carabao Cup, beat Bournemouth, Man United, Leighton Orient, Southampton like we saw earlier on penalties, but lost in the semi-final against Man City over 2 legs, losing 4-2 on aggregate. But in the FA Cup, it's a different story because we got all the way to the final. It's Crystal Palace, and we beat them 2-1. Brighton picking up a trophy. Now it's Man City's turn. Community Shield, a nice 7-1 win against Man United. And in the Carabao Cup, even though we knocked out Brighton in the semi-final, we couldn't beat Tottenham in the final, losing out on penalties. And in the FA Cup, we lost against the finalist Crystal Palace 1-0 in the quarter-final. Then on to the Champions League, where it's nice and comfortable. We won all 6 games, scored 20 goals, only conceded 4 goals. We finished with 18 points. And then in the round of 16 is where the journey ends. A 1-1 draw away to Bologna, but then we lost 2-1 at home. That's a really poor result, losing 3-2 on aggregate. Now on to the Premier League, where they retain their title. Man City won 29 out of 38. They drew 7. They only lost 2 games all season. I got them to 71. And a good point tally of 94. Southampton making it at the top 6 with 65 points. Brighton 8th place with 58 points. All looking good. When you look at the player stats, Kevin De Bruyne is 2nd place in the goals front. That's because Haaland missed 6 months, well, a lot of time of the season, else he would have been up there. Kyle Walker is the highest ever rating with a 7.48. Cornet with Southampton with the most assists, or joint first. Kyle Walker with the most player of a match awards in 2nd place there with 7. So that's a little look at it. Let's take a closer look. So first things first, I want to show off Haaland because he only played 18 times in all competitions and scored 23 goals with 1 assist and an average rating of a 7.63. So like I said, he had a long injury. So without Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne is their top goal scorer with 30 goals in all competitions. He's also got the most assists in the league as well with 15. And yes, I am going to give it to Haaland with the highest average rating. Even though he only played 18 times, he is the best performer with a 7.63. So on to Brighton now, and their top goal scorer is the new guy Rutter with 21 goals. He also had the most assists with 13 and the best performer with a 7.23. He's had a good season. On to Southampton, top goal scorer Cameron Archer with 22 goals. And Kyle Walker-Peters coming up tops on the assist with 10. And Adam Armstrong is their best performer with a 7.28. And I'm not surprised because he scored 19 goals with 9 assists. So now let's check out some team stats. Most points per game, Man City top with a 2.47, Southampton 6 and Brighton in 8th place. Most goals is City with 107, but Southampton scored a lot of goals, 80 goals. Brighton doing well as well with 71. Most shots for City with 745. Our 3 teams looks amazing. Fewer shots against, City top, Brighton in 8th place there with 384. Most dribbles made, we're top here with 698 with Man City. Brighton in 7th place. Southampton not to be seen, but when I say that, Southampton here on clean sheets, 7th place with 11. And Man City got 14, and they're also on fewest conceded. City top, conceding 36 for the season. Southampton 7th place here, joint 7th should I say, with conceding 55. And now it's Brighton nowhere to be seen. But before we get to the points, let's run over this tactic now. So in goal, we've got a sweeper keeper on defend. On the left-hand side, we've got a full-back on attack. On the right-hand side, we've got a wing-back attack. We got a ball-playing defender on defend, alongside another ball-playing defender on defend. In front of them, we've got a Segundo Volante on attack. To the left of him, we've got a Regista on support. To the left of him, we got a winger support. Then up front, we've got advanced forward attack. On the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, another advanced forward attack. And in the middle of them, we've got complete forward on support. Tactical style basically is a custom one, just copy everything here. Mentality balanced, in possession, attack and whip standard, approach play, pass in space, underlap on the left, underlap on the right. Focus down the left, focus down the right, pass rate is shorter, tempo higher, time wasted never, low crosses, run at defence, be more disciplined. In transition, we got counter press, counter, distribute quickly, roller out. Out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goal kick distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and then fight crosses on, and that is 4-3-3 Los Raymans. Now on to the points where Man City got 94 points, Brighton got 58, Southampton outdoing them with 65 points. That's a points tally of 217, which is not bad at all. But where does it come in the leaderboard? Well, it comes in at 5th spot, which is not a bad position at all. If you want to download this tactic, like I said beforehand, it's in the description below. But please leave a like and subscribe. That is it from me, guys. I will see you in the next video. I'll see you then.